Welcome to Wrestling Rewind here on the Jeff Meacham Network. I am, of course, West Coast Professor Jeff Meacham, studded out in the lime green version of the Greg Cherry brand t-shirt, which, yes, it does look lime green on your screen. It is lime green, folks, and buy the shirt. And to my left, as always, is, as of, well, let's see, we have a show coming Friday, so we'll see how it goes, but the NoDQ Wrestling Trivia Champion, Greg Cherry, with his own shirt on. Luck of the draw, it is a thing. Buy that shirt too, because damn it, And by the way, we need to get Luck of the Draw going this summer at some point. I mean, we're on the summer here. It's June. It's June 10th today. Summer is approaching. We got to get a summer game going. Why not Luck of the Draw, even if it is online through this or Skype or whatever.
I mean, it's really the only feasible way, short of me winning the lottery and flying everybody out. So since that seems significantly less likely, a Skype or a StreamYard game should happen.
Right.
And because it's a good time. It's a fun time. I've been talking about doing a game like this for a long time. And if I don't get it out of my system, I'm going to drive myself nuts.
Yes.
It's one of the few things that I'm like super, super, super passionate about. Obviously, like wrestling and stuff.
Right.
But like this is something that I created. So I want people to be excited about it.
It's my creation. Is it real?
And you can find all the episodes of Luck of the Draw on the Greg Cherry Brand channel.
Which, if you're not on that channel already subscribing, then you're missing the trivia matches. So shame on you. Just saying, because that show is not anywhere else. I don't have it on my audio podcast. It's not on this channel. Nowhere. So it is exclusively now at the Greg Cherry Brand on YouTube. So check that shit out. Today, however, there it is, folks. See? Cross-branded. It's a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, buy a shirt. Buy all the shirts.
Yes, please.
And please buy my shirts, too. Mine aren't selling at all.
We need to find a good marketing team. That's what we need.
Of course, then again, my samples aren't here, so I ain't able to wear my shirts on the air. So, the only shirt I have of mine is my Meet Mania shirts and my TW shirt, which I'm not bitching about, for the record. I love having my shirts here. So,
and these are so freaking comfortable.
They are. The Teespring shirt. I want Teespring to buy out Pro Wrestling Tees just cause. God. All right. Today, speaking of independent companies, if you will, we have a show that was a long time in the process of getting together. It was the germ in the brain of everybody's favorite stoner, RVD, and it came to fruition on June 12th, 2005. You see that below us here on the screen here. That's why I picked the logo I did pick, because you just get the date if you're getting lost on the network or whatever trying to find it. It is ECW One Night Stand. And I know, Greg, you didn't get to see a whole lot of the original ECW prior to the demise. And what did this show mean to you as a fan 15 years ago this week?
Yeah, that's insane to think about. You know, one of the nice things is I remember I actually watched this pay-per-view live. I was at my friend Dave's house, or might have been his ex-girlfriend at the time. Was at her house with Dave, and we got to watch this. So it was like I was going into it with not a completely blank slate, because I had a little bit of an idea, but essentially a blank slate of, hey, this is what an ECW show used to be. And I'll tell you what, I was very impressed with what I saw. I was like, man, now I wish I could go back and watch some old ECW stuff, because shortly after that, I got the Rise and Fall of ECW DVD, which I need to watch again, because that was probably one of the best documentaries WWE ever put out, was the Rise and Fall of ECW.
I think that's the greatest documentary they've done up until The Last Ride became a thing this year. Honest to God.
Yeah. And it was a show that I didn't know what to expect from the hardcore fans. I wasn't really familiar with Joey Styles' commentary, style, and just the environment of an ECW show, and I enjoyed it. You figure I was about 18 at the time, so it was a good time to. I know.
I knew my children. I swear. Fuck. Oh my God!
We said it was 15 years ago, so we got to go there. Being that this was my first, even though it wasn't full blown ECW, it was as close to full blown as WWE would allow.
It was as close as we were going to get, even with the rebranding with the relaunch a year later. This is the closest thing to an ECW show that WWE will ever produce.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look back at the following year, great show, but very much more WWE heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, one of the featured matches was between ECW's Kurt Angle, right, and Randy Orton. So that's,
yeah,
great match, but not an ECW match. But it was Rob's greatest win as far as his overall career. So I have to definitely give that show props, and we will watch that show one day when I can look past it without pangs of regret for not being able to go. So, but today we're going to watch the first one, and it's all queued up. It's ECW One Night Stand 2005 from June 12th, 2 hours, 33 minutes. So get your snackages, get your beverages, go take a potty. You can pause. We're not live. It's okay. You can pause. And we'll see you guys when you come back. So let's just get right into it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. Good old Hammerstein Ballroom.
ECWS graphics.
The original home of Monday Night Raw. Also, let's not forget that.
Yep.
I swear, I get the chills with that ECW chant. I don't know why, but I do. I think it's wonderful. And no, I didn't use this theme for the opening of the show because I enjoy having money in my pocket.
Yeah.
Good old Bob Artiste on the ring announcing there. And now, what people tend to forget in the annals of history is 2 nights before this, Hardcore Homecoming was a thing. Yeah. And it was run by Shane Douglas, I believe Jeremy Borash, and a couple of others. As the One Night Stand alternative, the people that weren't appearing on One Night Stand or didn't want to appear on just One Night Stand. So, yeah. Ironically, Terry Funk chose Homecoming over this show, but was at One Night Stand the following year.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to generalize or, be whatever, but find me 5 females in that crowd right now.
There's one.
Okay. There's one. ECW was very much a hardcore, gritty, male-driven company.
Yeah.
And Joey agrees with me.
I saw a couple more. I think there's at least 5.
Okay, so yeah. Well, there you go. 5 in a ratio of 1,200. That's about right for an ECW crap.
Plus a couple others in the crowd.
Yeah. But then again, would you want to bring your wife or girlfriend to this?
Not in the front row, based on Sandman's entrance.
No. Last Sunday's birthday boy out for the big pop here. That's it. With the cactus music. I love it. What's so funny is he doesn't look like gargantuan here. He was in worse shape here than he was during his GM run recently.
Yeah.
God bless Mr. Page.
Well, you figure this was about a year or so after his hardcore match with Orton.
Yeah. Probably the same shirt.
Likely.
It's Mick Foley, so more than likely. There we go. TNN didn't want to use this opening in 99-2000. It was too demonic, the music. Okay. And they're now Spike TV, or Paramount Network, excuse me. So the logic does not happen there anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw a brief glimpse at Barber City. Or Barnaby White, whatever the hell it's called. Oh, if you ever want to do this, and this is totally up to you, I found it on, I think it was YouTube, maybe a different site. The entire deathmatch tournament finals between Cactus Jack and Terry Funk with Mick Foley on commentary.
Oof.
Probably good to watch it through before we actually go on the air with it, because you might be a little squeamish.
Yeah.
Don Marie. Oh, man. Alberta, Canada. Dramatic pause.
I believe this was also Dawn Marie's last WWE appearance.
It is. Jesus Christ. Dramatic pause.
There you go.
I didn't remember he did that till he just did it. God damn it.
Joey.
Oh, there we go. Just incredible. Don Marie. Good. Great googly moogly. I'm sorry.
Lance Storm smiling.
I can't imagine why. Yeah, he was way too serious to be around somebody looking that hot all the time. And apparently, according to the crowd, tie-dye is effing hardcore. So there you go.
Yeah.
So Y2J music, but Lionheart, Chris Jericho, yeah, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Lionheart, Chris Jericho, and Lance Storm in 2005. It makes you go blah now.
Yeah. Come on, baby.
That's it. Excuse me. Ponoka, Alberta, Canada. There's a trivia reference for you, Greg, on a future episode.
Oh boy.
Where was Chris Jericho and Lance Storm's first match against each other? Ponoka.
Yeah.
Somewhere
in Canada.
Yeah, somewhere in Canada. More specific. No.
Yeah.
I'll shake hands there on sportsmanship. Dig it the most. Turn down Joey because Joey talks a mile a minute. So it's so crazy to me. This is Lance Storm's last WWE match, and it's nowhere near Chris Jericho's.
Oh no.
Jericho's world champion after this.
Multiple times.
Yeah. And they're Continental multiple times, I believe, also too. Tag champion a couple times. He
United States champion.
United States champion. Yeah.
AEW champion. New Japan Intercontinental champion. IWGP. Sorry.
Yeah. IWGP Intercontinental champion. There you go. That's right. It's the people that argue, best ever. It's very hard to get them off that hill. I don't blame them.
Yeah. You don't see this move in wrestling like anymore.
No, you don't. And the the pin, which is like usually people just kind of do the surfboard where they're like bent back like this and up. He bent him sideways, and then it was goat. Oh man, that was a nice drop kick by Jericho.
Yeah, it was.
Right on the button.
Hopefully, Lance, from previous ECW watchings, hopefully if Lance Storm has a chair shot, he doesn't wuss out on it.
Oh, Lord. Seriously, I don't know who taught him to swing a chair prior to Barely Legal, but they ought to be shot and not be able to train people anymore.
Well, if they shot him anything like you threw a chair, you got nothing to worry about.
It's also true.
And I love Lance.
I do too. I dig Lance so much. He was so nice to me in my group at the Nitro Grill when he was the Canadian heavyweight champion and the
Saskatchewan Hardcore International.
I was gonna say I don't know if it was the ship belt or the cruiserweight belt. I can't remember what it was, but whatever one it was, I got to hold the Canadian belt, so I was happy. So
the 100 kilos and under championship.
That's right, 100 kilos and under, and then it's now there's the drop kick, folks.
Yeah,
Jesus,
it's better than Hardcore Hallways.
It's both these guys always have been, I think, better drop kickers than Bob Holly. I think if anybody on the roster should have been in ECW right away on the news, it should have been Bob Holly, and he was. So,
yeah, he was.
Yep. I'll never forget that back injury, man. That was ugly.
Yeah.
Mick's giving Joey shit for being so nice.
Yeah. If anybody currently would compare to Lance Storm's or Jericho's dropkicks, it'd probably be AJ.
Yeah, I would go with that.
Because the leapfrog and then the duck down and then the dropkick is still to this day a thing of beauty.
Yes. So I'm looking as I'm watching this with you. I've been looking for. Oh my goodness!
Ridiculous athleticism by Storm, and then gets kicked in the back
of him. Jesus. So I'm trying to find the entire Unbreakable event from 05, which is this.
That would be awesome.
I don't know if it's anywhere outside of Impact Plus, and I actually canceled my subscription, so I don't know how we go. We would have to maybe naughty about it. I don't want to be, but I really want to watch a triple threat match really bad on this show because you and I both sing the praises of that match forever. So
it's really the match and the feud that made me a huge Christopher Daniels fan.
Yeah, that is for my money the greatest triple threat match I've ever seen, and I mean ever in any company. And if Triple H and Shawn want to combat me on it, then I'll tie their asses to a chair and make them watch it and go, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I will, because the match of them all was amazing, but those three guys in 2005, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, were, I dare say, the best three wrestlers on the planet at that time, not named Bryan Danielson. So, it was amazing. So I've got 3 months, so we'll see. Look at that! Oh, he's going for that. He's going for that. Oh, no, actually, that was actually Jerry Lynn's pile driver, not. Lance Storm super kick, the one that started the invasion angle.
Mm-hmm. Knocking out Saturn.
And Saturn, knocking out Saturn. Very good. So nice. They showed it twice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Never feared the belly flop off the top rope. Oh, man.
I like the belly flop from the mat.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. How Scotty the wormhole was yours? Like, dude, God bless you, Scotty.
Well, it was more of a... It wasn't like a full-blown bump as opposed to...
That's true. And then if we hadn't seen Scotty the Worm, we would have seen Tristan the Worm on the show 2 weeks ago. So,
yeah.
And that was ridiculous.
Maple Leaf. Oh, Calgary Crab, sorry.
Canadian Crab! Canadian Crab!
Maple Leaf was WCW. Sorry.
Yes. It's a gimmick. Oh, I love Joey Styles. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's the prelude. Oh, nicely done. Oh, he caught himself. Wow. Oh, here we go.
Lion Tamer.
Hashtag shenanigans. It's Jason. As it should be, damn it.
Yeah.
I don't like this bullshit of losing your last match. I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
You all right, brother? Oh man. Watch this cane shot again. Flat.
Yeah. Good night. Not Jericho's worst kendo stick shot to the head.
Jericho's going, Ralphus? That's right. It made an impact. Gotta love it.
Yeah. Lionheart chant.
Best friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's Benoit at this point, but you know. Excuse me. No, all this. God, it's like they're ragging on. Like, okay, we get it. He cheated.
Yeah.
So what? ECW. Now, why you talking about Joel Gardner like that, Joey? What's the matter with you? Yes, we'll see Joel later, folks.
Yeah.
Fancy ass chairs for the balcony there.
Mm-hmm.
It was in that balcony that Mrs. Van Dam at the time was sitting. The following year. There we go, Gary Wolf. Crazy to think about the people since then, or that are on this video that would be in future incarnations, right?
Mm-hmm.
This was tough for me because we just lost Chris, and it was like, oh god,
Yeah.
it's awful, awful.
Both a Public Enemy are gone, aren't they?
Wait for it. Oh my god. Yeah, I said that, Joey. Jesus.
Yeah.
We had the same year, if not close to it. Ah, Bam Bam, the original Bam Bam.
Mm-hmm.
And Steve Williams also passed away after this.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I didn't even remember Crash being in ECW.
I didn't until they showed this video. I was like, oh shit, that's right. Now, granted, the Chico was actually at ECW, but you know. Michael Zanth, God, I remember him. That's crazy. Pit bulls, pit bulls, pit bulls.
Yeah.
Oh! It's like, oh, referee. Oh, every time he's not coming home. Oh, big Dick Dudley. Good grief, man.
Yeah. And that one happened like what, a month before?
What, Chris?
Yeah.
Not too long after the lockdown. So April, maybe even early May.
So it was about a month. Maybe a month and a half.
We dedicated XMV that week to Chris because we had we had the image of him holding NWA tag belts at ringside with a broken leg.
Yeah.
Managing Chase and Andy. Crazy. But yes, Johnny Grunge also passed away after this. of course, Chris and Eddie. After that, so,
Mike Awesome.
Mike Awesome. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here. It's about to go down now, folks. Oh, Jim Mitchell and Mikey and Tatini. I am convinced that if the devil has a number one disciple on earth, it is Father Jim Mitchell.
Yeah.
I'm convinced.
The sinister minister.
Sinister minister. That dude is scary.
Mm.
And he's scary in person. Like, you on TV. Oh, no, he's creepy in person, man. Just so you know, I'm picking up on every breath. I don't know if there's your microphone or something. It's picking up everything.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm just to make sure you're aware of it.
Tracy Smothers.
Yes. Here we go. Tracy Smothers related Jeff Meacham trivia. How was Tracy Smothers involved in my first ever anything in indie wrestling?
I don't know. I was actually reflecting to the indie show I went to that Tracy Smothers worked.
Okay. Well, the very last XPW show in LA before they became a porn raid by the FBI, he and Confederate Currency, Chris Hamrick, were facing, I forget who they were facing. The previous night, Hamrick, I got into it. He was like making fun of my belly or whatever, and just ragging me the whole match, right? So Hamrick comes out to ringside for the March 1st match, my 20th birthday. Let's keep that in mind. And Hamrick and I are just at each other, and he turns around, and I go double bird to his back, and he super kicks the bejeebus out of me. Whap! Right upside the jaw. Now, of course, all part of the show. But it made for a hell of a video. I can't find it to this day anywhere. So anybody out there that has the March 1st, 2003 XPW footage, and Hammer comes out for his tag match, right before he goes into the ring, he super kicks a fat fan at ringside. That would be me. So my first interaction in indie wrestling outside of doing the podcasting. So
I'm surprised they didn't have Whipwreck compete in the match.
Well, yeah, remember, Mikey's gimmick for a long, long time was no offensive moves, right?
Right.
So,
and yet somehow became a Triple Crown champion.
Right. These three guys, they knew they could go. So, you know, why not have them be the ECW style three-way dance?
And this was before the Mexicals too, so.
Right. This is actually because Hoovy was not quite with the E yet, and Psychosis actually makes his first appearance at this show.
Mm-hmm.
So, there you go. Mick's like, I don't know what's happening. You're going to call it yourself.
Yeah.
That's how I feel half the time watching these guys. What the hell was that? That was a hell of a counter by Guido there.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Did he really get a one count? He got up on his own there, Joe.
Yeah. I was trying to think. Nunzio was Cruiserweight champion shortly after this?
Sounds about right. Oh, God. He drop kicked the bejeebus out of him in the face. So did there you go.
As JR would say, quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, no kidding. Man, I'm gonna look that up actually and see
Sicilian
where right. There's a Mama Luke chant. I quit.
Johnny the Bull and Vito aren't here.
No, and Vito won't be on here as far as I'm concerned.
No. I'm not sure if this was during his dress gimmick or not in WWE. I don't think it was.
I don't think it was
came
either.
Shortly after.
Rocky Horror. Hey, I resent that, Styles. I mean, he's right, but I still resent it. Oh my God.
Spanish, oh my God, from Joey Styles.
Of course, you have to. Have to. All right, we are on June 12th, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nunzio would be the Cruiserweight champion come August.
Okay, because I knew London was champion.
Right, yeah. London was champion as this airs. And then Hoovy beat Nunzio. Nunzio beat Hoovy. Hoovy beat Nunzio. Another guy we're going to see later, Kid Cash, beat him.
Yeah.
Then Helms, then Chavo, and then Mr. Hornswoggle. And then that was it. People ask why ECW wouldn't work in 2020. It's like, I hate to denounce it, but stuff like that. You won't see balcony dives in 2020. It's honestly irresponsible is what it is. So
I mean, in your house, you saw Io Shirai dive off a house, so close enough.
More power to her, but that's off the house set as opposed to 2 stories up. So it's. Tracy, really? Oh my God! Oh, there we go. Oh, whippersnapper is right. Holy shit! Somebody call Guido's mama. He's dead. He's not coming home.
Nope.
This was the match that officially ended RVD's TV title reign. Because these guys were the finals of that tournament.
Yeah.
I am convinced that had Rob not rolled his ankle, he would have been the world champion by the end of that year, 2000.
Yeah.
I'll die on that hill, but I'm telling you, this is how I feel. Just, I love how you got Mark Eaton down there running the timekeepers for ECW. It's like,
yeah,
it's weird. And of course, he's fired too now. So there you go.
Yeah.
Is anybody in this entire show still employed by the company?
Devon.
No. Dawn Marie, Jason, Jessica, no.
Devon Dudley.
Devon, yeah. Devon's, yeah. I think JBL is technically an employee of the company.
I'm just talking about people who are working matches.
Well, the Devon doesn't count either.
Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio. Wow. We're fired. Yeah, I mean, Devon's an agent when they're not furloughing agents, that is. So,
Yeah.
I think that's it. Yeah, I think Mysterio's the only active competitor still active in the E.
Yeah.
Well, Jericho, of course, is, with AEW, but.
Right.
That was
the question was who's still with WWE.
Right, yeah. Angle, depending on what day you ask, apparently still with the company.
Edge.
That's right. I forgot Edge in the balcony.
Hey, here's an obvious one. Heyman.
Good night, folks. We're done. We're gonna quit now, and I'll call it. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Viva Mexico. Here we go. Memories. This will be good.
Shane Douglas.
Damn right, Shane Douglas.
Taz with hair.
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder if Shane Douglas will ever work with WWE again.
You know,
even for like a Hall of Fame induction.
I thought about that. He was part of that class action suit, so I don't see it happening, and it sucks.
What about speaking of Shane Douglas's first ECW title win, Too Cold Scorpio?
Yeah, I think. No comment, Jim. Not one damn word, Jim. I'd like to see Scorp. I don't know if he was part of that suit or not, but Scorp definitely deserves at least a mention. You know, Hall of Fame, maybe. It's like I said. Anytime I think Hall of Fame, Coco beware. So it's God. Oh. We had a wrestler friend of ours bring one of those to the house for a watch party of whatever it was back at the apartment. I took one of those across the back. I was in tears with one.
I bet. Because it's bamboo, and does it pinch too?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, looking at the shirt on, so it wasn't as vicious, but oh my God, dude. Like, I've had stuff happen to me in the ring, but that I never do that. Oh man.
Kiss my ass.
Another one that died after this, Nancy.
Yeah. When they broke the ring.
This is bad shit here. Oh. God.
I bet the people who put together the ring was like, are you freaking kidding me?
Well, maybe part of it. Part of it's probably going, less shit to do now.
Yeah.
There it comes. I got to meet him the year before this at UPW. Nice guy, underrated, I feel.
Yeah. And everybody booed him once he took his mask off.
Oh, it's so funny, I know. Put your mask on. Clap, 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 clap. Spoiler alert, guys. Jumping out the sky, R-E-Y Mysterio. Here we have the old Ray music.
Yeah.
And the contact lenses in. Jesus Christ. Take it back. Do, 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 do. No, you're wrong, Mick. I was watching, I think, chapter 3 of Last Ride prior to In Your House the other night.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize it when I watched it the first time, but Rey Mysterio's in the background of that shot because somebody's face was blurred out. And I had to look. I'm like, oh, shit, that's Rey.
Yeah.
So WWE's,
which is weird that they blur it out because it's like, dude, we saw him unmasked in WCW 20 years ago.
It's like, seriously, I just watched Super Brawl 9 yesterday. It happened.
I'm sorry that you watched Super Brawl 9 yesterday.
So am I. Tuesday was a bad day all around. It was what it was. I was going to be a good little boy and watch the Nitros, the Thunders, the Raws, the SmackDown reviews. But God, man, Aaron was right. The Thunders are just bad. They're just bad. Oh,
if I had like a better if I had a wider audience, I think I'd do a Thunder watch along from the first episode of Thunder to the last, which would include all the WCW.
I have a wider audience, and I still refuse. So I'm good. God damn! Oh my god!
I need Wrestle Talks audience. That's what I need.
Well, if we're this audience, I do watch along every day of the week and just pick something crappy, just whatever. Yeah.
Hashtag cherry for Quizlemania.
Make it happen, kids. You know what? I'm putting it up there. Let's see.
There's the chant.
Damn. How you spell Quizlemania?
Hold on. I love that move.
I do too.
Quizzle and then Mania.
There we go. Okay. We'll just leave that there for the rest of the show. You can see the date. You can see us. You're still good. It's all right.
Yeah, you can see the date, but
you see Ray Shield's spine going in the third row.
Yeah.
Golly. Oh, if you're listening to audio, God bless you first of all, but it's hashtag cherry for Quizlemania. That's what's on the screen if you're not watching the video, which, I encourage you to watch both because the video gets my view count up and the audio makes me money.
So turn the audio on and mute it and watch the video or something like that.
See, there you go. See, Greg's thinking ahead. That's why he's the champion.
800 and I lost count days.
800 and road to 1,000 and doesn't matter because Quizlemania. There you go, right there.
Yeah,
that's it.
So I can become Ultimo Gregan.
Ultimo Gregan. Teespring.
I have to be on and win it first before I can sell the merch.
Okay, all right.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a Mark World Order title defense coming up soon, so I need to retain that too. It's all in your house stuff. It's like crap. New generation trivia. Damn it.
Right? Because who watched back then? Not us.
Yeah.
I mean, we did, but
Yeah, we did. It's just like, there's so much. In your houses, for the most part, are generally forgettable.
That's why they were the 2-hour, $14.95 pay-per-views.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Told you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a second or so ahead of you, but it's okay.
It's all right. For those of you listening along, I'm at 37, 36, 37, 38.
All right, we're good. We're synced.
Okay. Syncage.
And guillotine leg drop.
By the way, thank you to the person on eBay that put these up for auction. Because I love me my entire rain hat.
There you go.
Got that one and the white one in the mail Monday after we just before I did Talk Wrestling Live. So didn't wear it on the air because I wanted to wear the my Club 33 hat because I love my hat so much. But yeah. Just felt like it.
Oof.
Oh man. It's so funny that they're talking about, it could be the career maker, and it's like, Psychosis got a job after this show, and
mm-hmm.
So it's funny how things worked out.
Yep. Another one of the Mexicools.
Yep.
Oh jeez. Oh
my God.
Well, there's two females that we did. Well, there's 3. Let's see.
Well, but one of them was like alumni of the company, so can really
Yeah.
and
counts.
the one in the pink is Sandman's girlfriend. So come on,
It counts. There are females in the audience. You didn't
it's not
have
my fault. Jim is
qualifiers.
an idiot, hacks it in, and brought his girlfriend to an ECW show. He's just crazy. And the one in the blue there's Electra, so there you go.
Yeah.
And by the way, props to CW Anderson for his seat picking. Let's be clear on that.
Yeah.
And Chetty.
Mm-hmm.
619 in the Hammerstein.
And they booed it because
It's a WWE
he
movie.
didn't do the Tiger Fin kick in ECW.
No. Oh, man. He did do that, though.
Yeah.
That was a damn good match, as expected.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure where the count is on this, so if it's already done, forgive me, but I want to make sure I throw it up there for our boy Chris Mace, who a couple of Fridays ago lost his house. It's still crazy, so I want to make sure we get a little.
I know he hit the goal. I don't know how much over.
Now, the more the better, man. So I'll throw it up there for next couple of matches. He will fly tonight. Oh, here they come. Here we go.
Yeah.
They do have good seats. This is true. Dude, SE Scoops was still a thing back then. That's crazy.
Yeah. JBL.
They're just up in Bradshaw's business, man. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
God. There's Buckwheat and then the Bashams and the God is here. Shut the hell up, John. Go upstairs.
There's Carlito.
Oh, God, Carlito and his hair.
Who would only be on the SmackDown brand for like a week.
Right.
After this.
Yeah.
Or he might have been no, because Angle would have been drafted on.
And then what do you call it? When Van Dam came to Raw after this to update, Carlito was already on. The Commando was already on Raw.
Yeah, Angle's like, where the hell is everybody else?
Seriously,
like I'm already sitting down.
Just freaking looking around back there. Let's go. Watch the show. Let's go. Fuck you, SmackDown. Damn, man. That's damn. No, Mick, you can't.
The cabinet.
Oh, the freaking cabinet. Freaking Jesus.
Matt Morgan.
Oh, yeah. Let's all make fun of Matt Morgan on this show, by all means, please. I have a wonderful friend that lives in the northeast part of the country. Can't stand Matt Morgan's ass. I'm all about making fun of his ass.
Yeah.
Hey, get off him right now. That's right. Good old Paulie.
Yeah. Bischoff sucks up there.
Pretty much. Woo, 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 woo.
Bubba Dudley.
Fuck's sake, Bubba. Oh, God, they broke Beulah's neck. Jesus Christ.
Benoit with the long hair.
Right? Like super long hair. Scorpio and his mini flip.
Yeah, speaking of Scorpio.
Fonzie, shut up.
And goodbye. 911.
That's right, call it.
Fonzie.
Oh, God.
Austin. Monday Night Quill.
Back in 95? Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh. Jeez. Oh, that doesn't age well.
Nope.
Hey, will you stop showing it now?
Yeah.
We just saw that. Wait a minute. Oh, this is fucked up. Oh,
Yeah.
damn it, Shane, you son of a bitch. Oh, God.
The king invading. Are they going to show him hitting Dreamer in the nuts?
Actually, it was Jim Cornette.
No, they're just going to say Sabu breaking his neck.
Against Chris Benoit, which, oh boy.
Again, doesn't age well.
Doesn't age well. No, actually, it was Jim Cornette hitting Tommy in the nuts with a tennis racket is what woke him up from being unconscious. Todd Gordon punching Fonzie. That's awesome. Whoa. And they lived happily ever after.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rob.
Damn it, Rob.
Heel Rob Van Dam is so underappreciated.
Oh, he is.
The only time Dreamer ever beat Raven.
Yep. You see the meanie's face?
I was looking at Styles.
Oh, man. Little foreshadowing for 2 years later. And where's that belt now, kids? In the home of Rob Van Dam.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a lineage on that title, for the record.
Yeah.
Overall, all the belts they used for that championship, hell of a lineage. I mean, Johnny Hotbody, for crying out loud, you know?
Yes.
Here comes Joel. Here we go. Oh, jeez. Agreed. Wait for it. I swear to God, for a split second, I'm going, oh my God, please don't go over the rail.
Yeah.
That's a dead Gertner. Damn it, Kurt. Fuck out of here. Oh,
Angle.
Until they pay me a year later, and then I'm going to work for them.
Yeah. For a couple months.
Yeah, you know. Not very Olympic gold medal there, Kurt.
A little bit of a confusing retort, Kurt, but it's okay.
Yeah. Multi-layered answers can come out of that, so it's, yeah, you know. Jesus, shut the Oh, don't say that because they will, Kurt. Sure, Kurt. Kurt's angry and Dale tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. This ought to be horrible. I'm not going to lie in front.
But he is a wrestling god.
and they run like hell. Oh, okay, that. Okay. You're not in the bingo hall, John. You're in the Hammerstein Ballroom. God. When did they hack our emails? Hell, I was hardcore and he was so fucking Justin Hawk.
Moo! Oh,
right? Yeah, that's it. What? So? Well, Blue Shirt, no, that's on trivia in a few weeks. I was like, wait, oh.
Yeah.
Taping skin was hurting my head. Well, yeah, you're like way up in the second story. Of course you're above it. I'm picking him apart. Fuck him. I don't care.
There it is.
There it is. There's wrestling guy. There it is. Chris being on with the top on, apparently.
Even though Jericho and Mysterio were both in that ring already.
Right. And the guy coming out right now is going to be a better champion than he ever was. Granted, a shorter time, but, you know. Much more beloved, certainly.
Mm.
And as Paul's going to point out, it was only his 100 didn't want to work on it another day a week. Yeah. You got to get nasty, John.
Yeah,
you got to swear. There we go. Enough of this bullshit. My only one thing is like they didn't use the Pantera song. I was like, oh. Yeah, okay.
There's Fonzie.
Yeah, God bless you all, Fonz. I love Fonz. He always will. The guy walking into the ring right now, if you're watching with us and not on audio only, which again you're losing out, but is less than 6 months off major reconstructive knee surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers walk into the ring. It's throw it out there.
Yeah.
No, we're not. Want to see you go to the... Oh, wait, that's right. You're not wrestling full-time right now. Want to see you watch the WrestleMania pre-show.
Yeah.
With Peter Rosendick. Oh, yeah.
Do you wonder if he would have got as big of a push as if he wasn't so over during the Alliance era?
That's a good question. I think he always had it in him to be the guy, right? And I think that his presence in the Alliance legitimized it as best it could, right? So I think it's hard to say if he hadn't been over because he was the only one that was. I mean, really, to a certain extent, but in Dallas, Dallas got pigeonholed with that stupid stalker thing. But
yeah, I
think if Rob hadn't been there at all, the Alliance would have been a lot less over than they already weren't. So hard to say, hard to correlate that, God. Yeah, I'm right. No, I knew it was coming earlier in the year, and we couldn't wait. That's right.
Fonzie's gonna have a stroke.
Right. Yep. I remember. Oh. If you guys just listen to audio or watching our video, not watching the show, I'm sorry, but I just I can't not. I can't talk over RVD. I just can't.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, I'm the whole fucking show.
Fonzie was only out there to hold Van Dam's mic while he did that,
and that's okay. I just smoked your ass. The only Stoner-related shirt I will ever have in my wardrobe.
Mm-hmm.
Fonzie going for Mikey's job.
Yeah.
I should quiz him on that, see if he knows the answer. I should. Oh, that's funny. I know the answer off the top of my head. RVD. Rob's Vince is great.
Yeah.
It's so corny and stupid. Oh my god. Now that was 97.
Yeah.
Which we should watch, I think, at some point. It's a good little show.
Mm.
Rarely see it here in North America, so.
I wonder what he would have done on this show had he not been hurt.
Yeah. I never asked him. Keep I never asked him.
Him and Jerry Lynn, maybe?
Right. That would be the match, I would think.
I would hope.
Yeah, I mean that was the feud for him in ECW. So. Yeah. He actually, when he was in XFV, he mentioned that he talked to Booker about that. He's like, no disrespect. And Booker goes, "Nah, man, I get it."
Yeah.
I mean, this is his fucking show, man. It's. Oh, here we go. Look out! Oh man! Speared him out of his brace. Gotta love the realism. His knee is really fucked up here.
Yeah.
And that's the end of that. What the hell? How do you not know, Joey?
Yeah.
You've been here a while. You know the routine. Oh, yeah.
Sabu was in TNA at this point, wasn't he?
I believe so. I think it was on a per diem with them.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure he worked Homecoming too, so there's that. I want to say he and Terry and Shane had a rematch from the three-way dance from the night the line was crossed. I think. I don't know that. If anybody's watching and want to lambaste me in post, go for it. I love the tights, the big F and D ragging on Van Dam. That's when they took Van Dam out.
Yeah.
Rhino was shortly, not too far away from signing with TNA. As a matter of fact, I believe he won the world title that October.
I think you're right.
So
either 05 or 06. One of them.
I'm pretty sure it was 05. You know what it was? Because when they brought the brand back the following year is when he brought the belt out in the garbage can and blew it up or whatever.
Are you sure it was 05?
Yes. Well, no. Okay. Now we'll check because it's going to bug me that
I feel like it was 06 because Jarrett won the King of the Mountain that year. And I feel like Rhino took the title from Jarrett.
Just a moment. You mucker feather, you.
Sabu not botching the triple jump.
Right. I don't know where it went, but it went away. I'm still using this new computer. I only got it when I came home over the weekend, so.
I was going to say, you want me to look for it on my phone?
No.
Okay.
I want this to work for me right now. That's what I want.
I got you.
I am stubborn as a mule, which is why I'm single, and that's okay. Now, why must you remind poor Greg of that moment, Joey?
Fortunately, I haven't actually seen it, and I don't want to.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
That's up there with Sid. Don't want to see it.
Right, yeah, exactly. All right, into the TNA era. Here we go. Rhino, October 23rd, 2005. Bound for Glory.
It was 05, okay.
06, Bound for Glory was Sting.
Okay.
And went, Jarrett won it in September in that Border City Wrestling shenanigans thing.
Yeah.
Raven won King of the Mountain that year.
Right. I remember Raven winning King of the Mountain, I thought.
Yeah, Jarrett got it back thanks to AMW in Canada. And then America's Most Wanted in Canada, which is just funnier than hell. And then Rhino, and then less than 2 days later, but aired later on Impact, obviously, Jarrett got it back.
Right.
So, yeah. Rhino was only champion for a few days.
Right.
But yes, the 2006 Bound for Glory win over Jeff Jarrett was the stinger.
Gotcha. My TNA history is not what it could be.
That's okay. Luckily, I don't use a lot of TNA questions on WTC because I don't watch Impact now, and it's not fair. So it's hypocritical of me to use it, honestly. So, damn, I guess.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Oh, fuck.
Oof.
Well, he missed, Joey. He missed.
Well, he got the chair, just not how he wanted to.
No, yeah. Oh!
TKO.
Right? Mark Bell called. That's it.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything. He just called.
Yeah.
Too much of a pussy to say anything.
Oof.
He saves his talking for going on Larry King and lambasting the business for no reason.
Yeah.
Yes, I hold a grudge. No, I don't care. Oh my god! He's dead. Somebody call his mother. That's it. Guido and Pee Wee are both not going home tonight. How's your face, Terry? Ask him the question.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He didn't win his election, did he?
No. Glenn seems to have the market on that thing cornered these days.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob, you've got less than one good leg. Why? Oh, jeez.
Because why not?
This is why he didn't come back until January. Idiot. I love you, Rob, but you're an idiot.
Hey, you know what? Props to him for hey, my leg is ripped apart, but I still want to have a moment at this ECW show.
I know. It's like, it's just punch. Because don't break the table before he gets there.
Uh-oh. Arabian Facebuster.
Oh! That's right. Joey Dunn made the call. I'm good.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean a damn thing. 1, 2, 3. You count to 20. Oh, man. That was intense.
Yep. I guess I didn't realize that when ECW came back, he used the same theme.
Yep. He's like one of the few that got to use the same song. They remixed the hell out of it, yes, but...
Right.
Jesus.
And then he would have a barbed wire massacre match against Abyss later that year in TNA.
Because he's crazy. Get him out of the ring. Get him back with his brace back on, please.
Yeah.
God. I know exactly how much, because he and I talked all year. I know how bad his knee hurt. Just get out of the ring. God. Ugh. Definitely movie we won't see in 2020, the Arabian Skull Crusher.
Yep.
No tears. Tears bad. Definitely bad. Shut the hell up, Fonzie. Get out of here. Oh, God. Here we go.
Freaking Al Snow.
I have a dumb question.
Yeah. And concussion.
If voice is in Al Snow's head, why is he covering his mouth?
Yeah. We're taking over.
Oh. Why was everybody in wrestling beat up on Santa Claus?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I hate this so much, man. As a dad, I'm going, no. Oh.
Hey, good for the kid for sticking to the storyline.
Tyler, I'll tell you what, man. Tyler Fullington is a trooper.
Yeah.
And got Lori was freaking the ticket, and there goes Francine through a table. Freaking Lori taking the powder from Rhino about 500 times through a table.
Mm-hmm.
God bless her. Wait.
Oof.
They're dead, Chase. They're dead. Yeah. Oh, the Terminator.
And Terminator. Ah!
Oh, there it is. And there that is.
There is a pile
There
driver.
you go. Oh, man. Good night, Don.
Cyrus the Virus went down.
That's it. Oh, Big Al is down.
Yeah.
Oh, he can.
And then the lights went out before they touched.
That was the big thing going into the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But that's in November. This is in November, and pay-per-view's not till April.
Yeah.
They had to build and build and build to get there because the original show got canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Here comes Antichrist and the Homewrecker. Christian, who is like the nicest guy of this group looking back.
There's Coach.
Yeah. Former XMV guest coach. Running away from the camera, but he's still on the show.
I love how Bischoff is just firing back at him.
Fuck you, Darren. Eric Fram. Jeez. Oh my god. I love the rhetoric they spin now about how
Regal.
Well, it's Snitsky and his beard.
Yeah. So Regal's another one who's still under WWE's employ.
There you go, Regal. Okay, there you go. Christian, I believe, is still under contract. He's just not full time, like active, obviously, because
Maven, whatever.
Yeah, Maven. Yeah.
Although Maven being on an ECW show makes me think of all the chair shots to the head he took.
Yes.
And if Maven did nothing else in WWE, he took a chair shot like a freaking man. Yep.
And he got beat the fuck up by The Undertaker brutally. So,
Former NWA World Champion Rob Conway.
Hey, that's all right. And to Maven's credit, he walked into WrestleMania as champion, and he walked out of WrestleMania as the champion. So there you go.
Yep.
Oh boy, here we go. Emotional time.
This match.
Just if y'all are listening or watching us and the video on WWE Network, it's gonna be rough. I'll tell you right now, because I always have a hard time with this match. I always do. So. Because Chris would have some great matches the last 2 years of his life, but this was his last real great match. And I think
his last one-on-one match with Eddie.
Yeah, and I think Eddie, Eddie would have sang the praises of his program with Batista and the stuff with Ray at SummerSlam. I'm not a fan of the SummerSlam stuff with Ray, with the custody stuff. I thought that was really in poor taste, I'll be honest with you. But I think that this match is Eddie's last great one-on-one match. On TV, anyway. I find it funny they stuck to storyline even for this show.
Yeah.
Because he was still being the asshole, asshole Eddie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, still heel Eddie at this point.
Yep.
I heard Benoit and Guerrero actually got in a fight after this.
Really? Why?
I don't remember. Remember, this was 15 years ago when I read this report.
Right.
But maybe like their match didn't go as smoothly as planned. I don't know.
Maybe. And can you imagine pre-Horseman Benoit versus pre-WCW Eddie Guerrero and ECW? Holy crap.
Yeah.
Van Dam, you live
Jericho.
Well, yeah, that's true. Jericho, I don't, yeah. Jericho was there for such a short time, we don't remember, right? So
Yeah.
it's
Austin.
Yeah.
If we're talking about superstars that traverse through ECW.
Well, I mean, I think what's his name? Joey was going for ECW originals. Like,
Yeah.
Austin really got his start in WCW. He found himself with Paul, but he really started in Atlanta on the big stage. Jericho, I would say, is ECW original only because his biggest thing prior to Philadelphia was Smoky Mountain, and Smoky was great. Corny had run a great ship, but yeah. These two guys though got their first major exposure in the United States in ECW. So
right.
I'd say these two, along with Van Dam, would be in that particular qualification.
Right.
I am so glad for your girl that Eddie always had a great color scheme for his tights and his pants. Because Sasha Banks just digs his style and just borrows the shit out of it. I love it.
2-time women's tag team champion Sasha Banks.
Yes, I did mention on Monday because I was talking about the weekend, talking about Friday Night SmackDown. But yes, Sasha and Bayley. I'm curious to see where they're going to go now that they're champions as well as partners.
Yeah,
because it's coming. It's coming. So
as long as we're talking about Keller schemes, it's a better Keller scheme than Kayla Braxton had. But
Well, yeah. I mean, Kayla looks more like the shirt I'm wearing today, honestly. But have a lot of Nickelodeon references on today's tapings.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, what the fuck are you talking about? About 4 weeks, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe 3. I don't think they made air, honestly, but maybe not. It's okay.
You'll see it at some point.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's not, I'll explain later. I'll explain later. Yeah. I still say we need a WTC and rewind everything blooper reel. I keep forgetting to save fucked up. So
yeah.
Oh well. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, that works too. When in doubt, thumb to the eye, folks.
I do kind of wish it would have been Babyface Eddie in this match.
Oh man, maybe that's why he didn't have a fight. Look at his nose.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed off too if I got my nose busted open. God bless Bob Artiste, man. Freaking penguin suit in New York in June.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure the building is air conditioned.
He's still got to be roasting, though. I got a fan on me in Santa Clarita in June. I'm like, ugh. I like how the first row is looking at the balcony, like, dude, you was in the ring, right?
Yeah, it's like,
why are you watching the balcony right now? Of any match of the whole show, come on. Maybe the main event because it's hard to take your eyes away from a train wreck. Oh, there you go. Chop her seat there.
It's like the chop fest they had in the Rumble earlier that year.
Right?
I'm pretty sure I counted all the chops in that match one time, and it was upwards of 70.
When the two of them started the Rumble?
Yeah, when the two of them started the Rumble throughout the entire Rumble match, I think there were at least 70 chops on camera.
Just against each other or against Peter and the rest of them too?
Throughout the whole match.
Damn.
So,
that's crazy.
Because Peter got a ton of them and had Hardcore Holly in there too. And
right. Is he the world's worst footnote of history, Daniel Peter?
Maybe they were frustrated that the crowd was more focused on the Raw people. Coach.
Right? It's like, I get that you don't want them there, but you've got arguably the two greatest workers in the company in the middle of an ECW ring, and you can't be a little more focused.
Yeah,
like that's I'd be mad at that too. Mad at each other, don't know, but mad at the crowd, absolutely.
Yeah, I obviously don't know, and we'll probably never know the story since both of them are gone now.
Right.
I still would have loved to see, like, as I mentioned earlier, babyface Eddie in this role, because I feel like he would have had a little bit more fun with it.
I think he would have too. I also think a lot about, the rumors that persisted after he passed about where his world title reign was going to go. And it was supposed to be Shawn at Mania.
That would have been sick.
Yeah, Eddie and Shawn. Shawn was still damn good. And Eddie was, also just hitting his stride, even though he had, been clean for a while and, whatever. But world champion Eddie defending against Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania would have, golly.
Mm-hmm. But you figure that would have probably also led to Shawn going to SmackDown.
Right.
Which he was never an official brand member of. He was always on Raw.
Nope. Because you got to figure, if Eddie's champion and Michaels is challenging, that means in theory he wins the Rumble.
Right.
Winning the Rumble in 2006 was Rey Mysterio. So, but Eddie wouldn't have passed if he was the champion. So would Rey have won the Rumble?
No.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So I think Shawn would have won, and then WWE champion going into 2006 was John, or actually going into the Rumble it was Edge, but going out of the Rumble it was John Cena. So I think Shawn would have chosen to pick Eddie, and then Hunter would have still faced John Cena.
Yeah.
So yeah, both DX guys in the main event of WrestleMania. That's good shit.
It's amazing to think how, like, one change in history would have, like, altered everything else.
Yeah, because think about it. If Shawn's the challenger for the world title, there's no Shawn versus Vince match.
Yeah.
Which means we don't get the whole interaction with Shawn and Vince over the Brett DVD to start that road, right?
Right.
So, then do we get the McMahons versus Shawn and God? And it's seriously, Eddie Guerrero's passing, that little nugget in history, it's freaking butterfly effect shit.
Yeah. And would the DX reunion have happened?
Right.
If Shawn would have gone to SmackDown and Hunter was still on Raw.
Yep. It's like as horrible.
If Shawn would have beat Eddie. But
as horrible as Eddie Guerrero's passing is, it was and is to this day, obviously for many reasons, a lot of interesting, positive things twirled because of it. So it's crazy.
And would Benoit still be alive?
I definitely think if Eddie wouldn't have passed, Chris Benoit would still be alive because that Eddie's passing sent him on a 2-year tailspin. He was so, you know, I will, especially after watching Dark Side of the Ring and knowing his and the diving headbutt does not. Can we stop?
Yeah. Well, there's a line later on in the show that definitely does not age well.
Hopefully I'll miss it. Oh wait.
Save it.
Okay.
It's not this match, but
no, I know exactly what you're. Yeah. So yeah, having watched the Dark Side, knowing Benoit's reaction and the entire everybody's reaction, it's Eddie passing again. Positive storyline stuff, but personal lives ruined, completely shattered, and Chris ended up going into a downward turn immediately.
And would Kerwin White have been anything if Eddie hadn't passed?
Yeah, because he was at the time. So
he was Kerwin White when Eddie passed, and then he reverted back to being Chavo Guerrero. So
right, and then again, pull on that thread. Kerwin's caddy
would Dolph have been? Oh man,
right?
The whole trajectory of wrestling in general would have
seriously. At least Petra was clapping for the match. Damn it! It's seriously, you tug on that one thread, man, and shit just goes everywhere. Yeah, we know he's on SmackDown. We know, John. It's okay.
So was Eddie. Eddie was on SmackDown too.
That's what he's trying to say. So remember, you guys are on SmackDown. You're not ECW punks. You're AE. You're SmackDown superstars. It was, and we talked over a lot of it, and I'm sorry, but it was a really good match, and just the freaking Eddie Guerrero stuff just kind of. Here we go.
Gertner. I wish he would have got a full promo out at least.
I know, right? Worst spit take setup ever. Obvious as a motherfucker. Listen, you dork. That's right. Get out of here, Joel. That's right. SmackDown?
2005 when Raw was good.
Right, yeah. SmackDown was good too, though.
Well, SmackDown was good too, yeah.
Well, I went to a Raw in 05 2 weeks later, and I saw Hulk Hogan, so kiss my ass. Actually, it was a Super Show. I saw Raw and SmackDown that night.
I thought Bischoff was doing the whole Cesaro thing.
Hey, whatever works. I want to know once and for all. Is this place called Hammerstein Ballroom in the Manhattan Center? I want to know. Oh, here we go. Talk about ECW Antichrist.
Yeah. Joey Styles ripping on him the entire match.
Is this the match with the line?
Yes.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about then. No, the whole match doesn't age well, really. I'm pretty sure they did it out of the network.
People flipping off awesome.
Hell yeah, they are. Whoa.
Why was he flipping off Bischoff?
WCW. The Fat Chick Thriller. That 70s guy. Now here comes a crazy sound bitch right here.
Yeah.
There's crazy, there's super crazy, then there's Asano Tanaka.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Joey even said later he regretted the line after what happened. So
well, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh.
Joey was good for the shoot promos that year.
Yes.
Oh. That was the line.
I'm gonna go to hell when I die. We apologize to the Jeff Mitchell Network for any lines that Joey Styles may have said in 2005. Wow.
Yeah, definitely not a line that ages well at all.
No. Oh boy. I am still got the main events next, I think. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm glad that line wasn't on the air because wow.
Yeah. If you're watching along at home, and we encourage you to do that, by the way, every show we do on Wednesdays, Joey regretted saying that after Mike took his own life. So
yeah,
there was regret, no question about it. The line does not age well, but a lot of stuff we watch on this show with Benoit or with other people that have checked out does not age well. It is what it is.
And chair shots to the head.
Yeah, chair shots to the head, diving headbutts, all that type of stuff that you're definitely a good thing you don't see in 2020. It is part of history. So, yeah. and yes, above everything else, Lance Storm's bare legal chair shots are a part of history, and they must be watched, unfortunately. So, and I'm definitely sorry for those.
Uh-oh. Awesome bomb.
Naturally.
And he nearly breaks his neck.
I forgot he ran down the apron with him for a second too. Okay, even Bradshaw, who can appreciate a good fight, is going, "What the fuck?" They're in the balcony.
Yeah. Taking neck bumps like Kota Ibushi.
Oh. Yeah, Kota, do me a favor. Watch this part right now in Japanese translation. Please stop. Stop. Your neck bumps make me cringe here in America. Just stop, please.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Mike Awesome was ridiculously athletic, too.
He unfortunately kicked his own reputation's ass. But very well skilled, very athletic, highly underrated overall, and again, unfortunately when you turn, a crazy person loose in charge of creative, you get gimmicky Mike Awesome, and it didn't go well. But Mike Awesome the badass, Mike Awesome the gladiator, Mike Awesome the champion cannot be denied.
So, good enough.
Okay, see now I can see now. Yay! My sight is. Whoa! Look out! Look out! Oh!
Ow! Ow!
What? Oh!
Ow!
Look at that shit! He's right! And he's up. He's still up. That was kind of weak sauce.
Yeah.
That was different.
Diamond Dust.
Thank you, Diamond Dust. Yeah.
I don't know if that's the official name for it, but No Mercy says it's the Diamond Dust, so that's what I'm going
We'll go with that, because No Mercy is the greatest game of all time.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't look good.
Nope. Right behind WWE 2K20. No, just kidding.
In terms of ironic statements?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, Backstage Assault was probably better than 2K20.
I agree with that. I think on the Atari was better than WWE 2K20. I mean, that's,
Didn't glitch as much.
No. It was close. It was close.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love me some Atari bowling, personally.
Or the Intellivision, remember that?
Oh, yeah. Dagging elbow, you missed. Oh my
Spear, and he
goodness.
landed on the chair on the back of his head.
Oh, my God.
Is he taking a chair up top?
Why? I don't know what happens. I don't
As if you need to hit him in the head any harder.
Oh, oh my God. Oh, that was not okay. More wood. Jesus Christ.
JBL with a sarcastic cheering.
I am so glad that Paul comes out and rips his ass apart next. I think.
It's got to be close.
Yeah.
Because I think the only match left is the main.
Right. Well, plus all the pre-main shenanigans.
Yeah.
And, Sandman takes like a half hour just to get to the ring, so,
Right.
And sorry, folks, if you're watching Network, no Metallica. I'm sorry. I tried.
Yeah, well.
Tommy's.
Did you hear Mick? He made a That's a 70s guy reference.
Yeah. Tommy's reaction to Sandman's music, though, is still priceless.
Oh, yeah.
You know, part of Bradshaw's internally going, God damn, this is good. I saw you guys for a Klondike bar. Shut up, Joey.
Joey, have a Snickers. You get
That's
pissy
right.
when you're hungry.
That's right. Oh my
Oh!
God!
He's lucky he didn't get impaled.
Can we not anymore? He's still kicked out, for Christ's sakes. Like, I remember the finish, but it's like, can we get there already, please? The fans were cold as ice when these two came out. Now they're on their feet, man.
Yeah. You can still use that table. Just prop it up somewhere.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Was this the only time Tanaka was ever in WWE? I'm pretty sure.
I believe so. You know, he was on the show the following year also against Mahoney.
For One Night Stand?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember that match. I remember most of that card, but I don't remember that match.
It was there. It was sandwiched in between like the 6-person tag and the WWE title match.
Mm. This is awesome. Get it?
Oh my God!
Awesome bomb!
Wait for it. Mercifully, this is over. Brock just incredible. It's like, dude, whatever. What the hell just happened? That was nuts.
Yeah.
Right? See?
And Awesome gets hit in the head with the table.
Oh, jeez. That was absolutely bad shit. And he said that was, yeah. Tanaka's face, he's like, please don't let me die here. Oh, shit. What the hell? The fact that Orlando Jordan was a thing in 2005 just makes my stomach curl.
I'm pretty sure he was the reigning U.S. champ at the time.
I think he was too, which makes me even sicker. Never liked him. Doug and Danny I liked. Never liked Jordan.
I mean, I guess it's the Hammerstein Ballroom in the Manhattan Center. So,
right?
I remember somebody like coming through the entranceway, and it was like, oh, I guess they cut away from him.
Right.
Oh, no, they didn't. And I was like, who's that?
I have to answer a message. Hopefully he gets the message on Facebook because I can't answer the phone right now. If I go off camera, let me know.
All right. I can carry the show. If you do.
And this, I mean, we're going to not do a whole lot of talking right now anyways, so.
Yeah. So if we don't say a whole lot on the audio side, sorry about that. But we're listening to Paul Heyman once he starts talking. So,
and you know, if you talk over Paul, you get like shot. So,
ladies and gentlemen,
no, not quite yet.
He did that. Yeah,
that's right. Oops, I went to the freaking.
Say what you will about Paul Heyman, but when he cares, is there anybody better?
No. Not a one.
Plug the merch while we're waiting for Paul to start speaking.
That's right. Teespring.com
/store/Greg Cherry Brand or teespring.com.
I'll do that. That's how I'll do that.
You know, you can actually change the name of your store to like something much easier to. If Jeff Meacham Network isn't
right. Accurate.
Yep. Because you know RVD sure as shit was.
Also accurate.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
Dun dun dun.
I love how Bischoff just doesn't care.
Yeah, I'm the asshole. I don't care.
Classic Eric.
I love it. I love it. Oh my god.
Fresh into the whole thing with Lita.
Oh yeah.
Which was it on TV at that point? Which ended up being 3. Those 3 words. V1. A little foreshadowing.
You lied. You lied. And you know that's fucking accurate, right? You know that's true.
Mm-hmm.
You know it. This whole promo just warmed my heart. Even the reactions. ECW fucking W.
Somebody on the live stream, I think, asked me if there would ever be a WCW pay-per-view. Like a WCW show like this. I told them it's like that time it has passed by at least 15 years.
At least.
It's like the people associated with WCW in 2001 are either retired, barely work anymore, or are dead. You're not going to get a solid WCW card in 2020, 19 years after the company went under.
No. The only way it would maybe work today is if they hadn't buried him during the invasion. And even then. Yeah, remember, ECW went out of business when they were still popular with their fans, had pay-per-view interest. The only thing they did not have was the revenue from a pay-per-view to put on a pay-per-view.
Right.
You know, they still had their hardcore TV, right? So it was simply a matter of logistics. Like, had they got money for this, money for that, you know, had they got another network, you know, it would be a different world.
Yep, and here's the Dudley's last match in the company until 2015.
That's it. Interesting. That's true. That's 10 years. I was 10 years, huh? Because of SummerSlam.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, it's funny because you can still hear the Power Man 5000 theme.
I know. I noticed that. Yeah, it's funny he says that as far as people considering themselves, you know, like when I left No DQ in 2011 officially, and I was done with them. I was done, whatever. And, you know, I went to the Casa and worked with the roommates and all that. And I will always be a No DQ guy.
Yeah.
Always. Even with my own brand now. And I've got the Great Trade brand on. I've got, you know, whatever. I will always be NoDQ.com's Jeff Meacham.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, let's get the beat from End of the Box. It's not the actual song.
Yeah.
I love everything.
Supposed to be just, it's funny because I keep interrupting you. Go ahead.
You go.
I was gonna say this is funny because it was supposed to be Dreamer's last match,
right?
And he's still working today.
I know. Well, Tommy's crazy. Let's be fair. I know. I love it. I love this. He goes in there. Look at Carly's face. Like, really?
Yeah.
All serious, all intense, and then reflective. Wow. Sees Electra. Goosebumps. Just, you guys watch his reaction when the Sandman song hits. Just wait for it.
Even though, man, I wish they could have paid for rights from Metallica for.
I know, God.
At least they got for the actual show.
Yes. I love it. Tommy's like, shit is about to get fucked up. I absolutely love it. The original Extreme Icon, baby.
Yeah. Which is funny because he had like a huge beer gut on this show.
But not the following year, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
That got himself in shape for the relaunch.
That guy's crazy taking kendo shit. Kendo shit, yeah. Kendo stick shots to the head.
Kendo shit is the word. Because you got to be batshit to take a kendo stick from anybody, let alone the Sandmans. And then there's that, which is just crazy. I did that for the watch party for this show at my old co-host's house, and the most I got out of it was a headache and his whole front window laced with beer, which I had to clean off after the show. I wasn't a very popular guy that day. And then, of course, he and my girl at the time decided to hotbox the apartment after the show whenever I fell asleep, and I woke up with more munchies than your average 420 convention. I ate the whole fridge. The whole fridge.
I love how...
This is so awesome. I love this whole thing. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah. I cut you off. I'm sorry.
I love how like the fans singing the song and everything's dubbed over. It's like, geez.
I know.
Come on, Metallica. You could for one show. I understand it for future shows because they couldn't get.
I don't think it's Metallica. I think it's Vince not wanting to pony up the money. I really do.
I'm sure if Hunter was in charge, he'd be like, "Yeah, we'll pay for it. We'll re-upload the show, and we're gonna get friggin' Metallica on."
I've been talking with friends in the industry the last week or so, and if Hunter was in charge, there'd be a lot different things, right? There'd be a lot better things going on. So,
yeah,
take that for what it's worth. For some reason, the old man refuses to step down. It's costing him viewers. It's costing him money. It's overall, it's costing him. I know that Fox paid him $1 billion. I know they got sponsors coming out there wazoo, but their target core audience is like, we're done. We're done with your ass. So.
It's like, how many beers do you have, hack?
As many as ever. Jesus. And there's that moment for us, everybody. Yeah. Okay, watch Tommy's interaction here. He's fucking shuffling. Can we just stop the show here? This is the best part.
Yeah.
The hell with the match. This is good. This is good shit right here. Oh my god. And just so anybody out there thinks that Sam, there you go, there's that.
Orlando Jordan calling him a jackoff.
So many bad comments in reply. Cool. Doesn't age well. Again, there you go. Sandman Yes, he is that drunk. Yes, it was not a gimmick. The promo you saw on the No DQ website is legitimate interview promo that Hack attempted to cut post appearance at RVD's store. He is fucked up. I sat and watched him drink through an entire case of beer in the course of an afternoon while signing half of them.
Yeah.
I have a Sandman beer.
You can still hear a little bit of Metallica in there.
A little bit, yeah, it's creeping in there. Like I said, I'll never forget when we went to Rob's store after this show when we did the interview with him in 06. They had the DVD of this show on that they ripped from television, so they had the Metallica theme and everything. I was like, score. No, I know, it wasn't that show. It was Jay and I went down there just cause to see Rob for whatever, and they were playing that. They're playing that DVD in the store. I think that was the other store though. I can't remember if that was after they moved to Lomita. I can't remember. Okay, no matches are starting yet, so you guys got time if you want to pause and go take a leak because shenanigans. You know what the hell it is, Joey. Don't lie.
Had to do the Blue Meanie dance.
Why not?
I think somebody asked me to do that on a stream one time. I didn't rip up my shirt like halfway and get Daisy Dukes or anything, but
and the world is thankful that neither of us are doing that. So let's just throw that out there. Yeah. Yeah. Another guy that
it's Bischoff face of it.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, Stevie and his reformation after being hooked up with DPY is awesome. Maybe we should have his buddy Brian get on the DDPY a little bit there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in years. I don't know what Brian looks like now, but
Simon Dean with the drawn-on Hulk Hogan beard.
So my niece is a Beatles fan because of her parents, and I showed her just one image of this Blue Meanie, and she was like, "Oh no, Uncle Jeff, no." Like, I don't blame you, sweetie. I agree. Yeah. Well, you could, but wouldn't be as fun.
Yep.
And then B one got his ass kicked for real and started the feud with Bradshaw. So
yeah.
Oh yeah. And
bam.
Okay, now notice as this happens, the BWO and the Dudleys, all offshoots of Raven.
Kid Cash with one of the most terrible entrances in wrestling.
Mr. TNA, but lots of attitude, by the way. Oh God, how lame was that reference, right? I understood that reference. The Dudleys and the BWO, all offshoots of Raven's Nest, attacking Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah.
Here comes Santa Claus. Oh wait, I'm sorry, Balls Mahoney and yeah, he pretty much. Hey, chair shots not aging well coming up, kids.
Balls.
Nope, no running.
Although a great line by Joe Styles after.
Oh, I know. Hey! Not accurate, but funny. Simon Dean was an abortion of a gimmick. God. Poor Bucci, man.
I mean, you figure it was essentially a ripoff of Candido's gimmick.
I know. But Chris and Tammy made it work at least.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'd rather look at Sonny than Maven. Well, maybe not now.
I'd rather look at Candido than Mike Bucci also. If we're going to call a spade, which doesn't make sense with two white guys, but I'm just going to leave it there. Yeah,
anyway.
I think Candido did the best. I mean, the thing is, Bucci was like doing the whole actual fitness guru gimmick with the calling and everything. The Badianas were just, they just got kids like to work out and they look good. There was they tried too hard with Simon Dean, I think. So did box your ring? There we go. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Oh God.
Not the cheese grater.
No, Tommy, please don't.
Cheese grater, like within the first 30 seconds of the match.
Because why not? Right? I was thinking the same thing. Bubba looks good.
Yeah.
That's some early Bully Ray look there.
Mm-hmm.
Ow. I know that hurts.
And Bubba isn't exactly the softest person in the ring.
No. Oh God! Oh God! I got it!
No! Don't do it!
No! Oh, God!
The first time I saw that, I was like horrified.
Oh!
Because I've cut my fingers on one of those things, so it's like,
dude, I don't know if you can see it or not. It's still pretty. Let's see if I can get close here. See that?
Yeah.
That's off my safety razor in my Manscaped. By the way, manscaped.com, good shit. I had it in my travel bag, and this idiot decided to load the safety razor in bottom first. So I went to go reach in to get the electric razor, wide open. Yeah. Blood all over my bag, all over my sister's kitchen. I was like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. So if that happened on a safety razor, Tommy's in agony. Oh. Oh my goodness.
And that's not a WWE gimmick ladder either.
No. Oh, here we go. Terry Funk moment. Oh my God. Hack, stay down, man. He can't tell me this is a better moment than Barely Legal. That's a crock of shit.
I mean, it's still pretty cool.
Right, but it's not first pay-per-view calling the show by myself cool. Oh, that's not cool either. Oh, Jesus. Kind of blocked it a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not okay. What's about to happen to Devon? Oh, they didn't show it. Thank God. You know you mean to laugh, Nick. Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Right? These are the best friends we're going. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you have to love the other person to let him be like, yeah, shred my face with a cheese grater.
Yeah, seriously, just please grind my face with a cheese grater. Why not? Oh, see, I probably doing that part.
Yeah.
Right, the mommy and daddy button. Oh, what the hell, hack?
Rolling Rock.
Oh!
I love how all Sandman's move names were named after alcohol. Good night. Because he had the White Russian leg sweep. And...
Oh, yeah, definitely. Hey, have you ever tried a White Russian?
I don't drink, Jeff.
Oh, I if you ever have in the history of you ever,
Well, I have. It's just not very often.
Okay. I don't recommend that. Obviously, it's quite a potent potable. I believe for all you drunks, I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I believe it's a combination of vodka and milk.
Ugh.
Which I tried it just to say I could try it, and I'm like, I'm good.
Milky alcohol is a hard pass.
Yeah,
because it was my wife's first alcoholic drink was a B-52. So
there you go. I didn't know about that. Yeah, the White Russian is definitely a hard sell.
Look out!
Oh, fuck!
Ow! Speaking of,
there you go. There it is. Tommy's a mess.
Well, yeah.
Jesus.
I'm actually kind of surprised Flair wasn't one of the Crusaders.
I'm not. Babyface. Actually, he wasn't at the time, but... Oh, man. Barbed wire, Greg. Here we go.
Yeah, barbed wire ball.
Sphere. It's a sphere, Greg.
Sorry.
Oh! Now what? It's Francine! Oh! Speaking of the balls, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's right. I love it. Damn, Fanny's just not wearing much of a thong there, is she?
No.
God bless her for it.
Oh.
She kicked him down in Edmonton. That's love right there, man.
Yeah.
Crimson Mask for real. Her hair is ruined.
Yep.
Oh. There's some revenge for Beulah there for breaking her neck.
Yeah.
Bullshit. First of all, he's been at his wife's birthday, dude. He must have had to kiss some serious ass when he got back.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Oh, that ain't right. Oi! Joey just called it like it is, folks.
I love how it was censored on the original pay-per-view, but it wasn't on this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, no. Bubba hit them with kendo sticks, and then was like, "Fuck this."
Well, I heard every word of it. Oh, fuck! Speaking of that word, good grief. Is Sandman the only one not actually bleeding out of the forehead?
Probably. Although he was bleeding because of the his entrance.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Because he's probably not bleeding because his block all kind of so high he can't bleed out. Oh!
Yeah, because Devon's bleeding too.
Yeah, it says Devon's bleeding, Bubba's, and Tommy's definitely bleeding.
Yeah.
Oh! those of you that are not into the hardcore of hardcore, you might want to fast forward.
Yeah.
It's about to get good. And I don't mean Spike Dudley's presence. This kid's a school teacher, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah. LSD.
Of course. LSD, baby. It's little Spike Dudley. They're going to throw us in jail. I don't think they give a shit, Joey.
Yeah.
I don't think the Dudleys care about you can do anything illegal anywhere. Ask people in the Dayton Arena and the Hare Arena. Zero shits given. Which we are going to watch that at some point. I think. Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Ah! Cover him! For the love of God, somebody cover him! Oh my God. Wow. That was nuts.
Yeah.
Seriously, doctor, somebody. Oh, no. Oi! Oh, Spike took a hell of a bump.
Yeah. Beulah got the hell out of Dodge.
Hell yeah, wouldn't you? Do you say? On a WWE show? What the hell, Spike? Yeah, what's up now, Bradshaw?
Yeah. Wearing an XFL jersey of all things.
Right? I wonder if he chose to wear himself or Vince went, yeah, here.
Yeah. Be like, this is what I think of ECW. Wear an XFL jersey out there.
Right.
Of course, it's probably out of Austin's collection, so.
I'm sure it is.
The Las Vegas Outlaws.
Accurate.
Can you imagine if Austin and Sandman had a drinking contest?
No.
They'd both be dead. Like their kidneys would fail them.
It would, or their livers. It would be the Iron Man match from hell. Pretty sure they played bodies on the original broadcast for this little entrance here.
Wow.
Roadkill. Oh my God.
Jeez, Joey.
It's her birthday, you fuck. Jesus. Well, you're still not getting it tonight either when you get back to the hotel. Okay. Public Enemy broke the ring like this, guys. Just be careful. I'm sure WWE's ring's a little more better put together than ECW's was, but you know.
Yeah. I can only imagine how many times Devon's bladed, because you don't get like the forehead stuff like that unless you blade a lot.
Seriously, he's got dusty head. Like, he really does. It's bad.
Yeah. Johnny Swinger.
Name out of the distant past. Danny Dorian's there. Bitch. Did Steve and Kurt ever get along ever?
I mean, enough for him to get a little cowboy hat, I guess.
And to get bought badges for, which they didn't need. Sit my ass down.
Can you believe that later that year, Austin was actually supposed to have another match?
Right?
Against Coach, of all people.
Right? And he was such a huge star, they had to replace him with 3 people. Because they put Coach in there with Vader and Goldust against, I think it was Batista. Yeah.
Vader did not look good during that entire thing.
No. I actually just watched it over the weekend. His first appearance on Boy Meets World.
Yeah, he was on there a couple times.
I forgot how long ago that show was. I was like, holy shit. Well, I mean, we were doing the math earlier the weekend. I talked with my friend Jenna, who, of course, does Open. God bless Rue. And I miss them to this day, that band. But her and I graduated from grammar school 25 years ago. We were like, oh, geez.
Yeah.
Because Dylan just graduated this week. Actually, today. So, there you
go. Blue Meanie has no idea what's about to hit him.
No, and he probably won't for a couple hours afterwards. Dude, not for nothing. Roadkill looks like he's in the best shape of his freaking life there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crazy Amba chicken plucker about to has to
I love how Coach is going in there to fight, of all people.
Right?
Yeah, you show him, Sylvan.
That's right. You the man, Grenier.
You'd be a model later that year.
That's right. And hey, Conway credit. Give Conway credit. He was a world champion not too long after this. So
that's why I went after Grenier, not Conway.
Conway was the man. He could have easily been the guy in the new NWA if he'd have been around, now. Here we go. Wow, what the hell, Joey? Taz with 1 Z as opposed to 2 Z's. I love how Taz's last official match was the following year.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a match, but they call it an official win for him.
I mean, the bell rang, so.
Bell rang. Look at Christian back there. Freaking rebel rouser. Sandman's up there in the corner watching. What the hell, hack?
Yeah.
Too drunk to fight. Can't go on.
Oh, I just saw what JBL's punches the meanie.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he bludgeoned him like right away.
Oh, yeah. He's bleeding already.
He's fucking him up, man. Yeah. And there we go. Taz mission.
Angle's used to getting choked out by Taz in New York.
I understood that reference. If you guys don't know, turn the show off. You're too young for the show. What was that? Oh my goodness!
Just clocked a Basham with a
right. I wish. Yeah. Well, it's okay. I'll just keep going.
You know, if anybody would have worked from WCW in the original ECW, Regal.
Right?
Man. How good would that have been?
Yep. And, you know, Regal didn't get to tap a whole lot of his creative stuff in WCW, right? So just imagine. I mean, hell, he was the voiceover on In Your House on Sunday.
I appreciated that. Just because it was a throwback.
It was a British guy, so it was cool, right? It was awesome.
I mean, unfortunately, Lord Alfred Hayes wasn't around to do it, so you know.
Well, of course, well, you know, although I mean, they could have used the voiceover from back then. It's, you know, but
I'm upset that I read a report that Michael Hayes didn't want to return as Doc Hendricks. I was like, come on,
Michael. That's okay. They threw him in there anyway.
I was totally watching the show, waiting to hear a well, and it's like, damn it.
I mean, we got Pettingill for Christ's sakes.
Well, Pettingill was money.
Yeah, always. I want him on my show, so a podcast, just cause. Stone Cold's 2 fists in the beers, folks.
Styles laughing at him.
Of course he is. Oh my God, Sandman. Seriously. This is awesome. I know we're not talking much. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I get caught up in this show every time. I can't help it.
It's amazing Mick can walk down steps.
I know, right?
As beat up as his knees are.
No, seriously. Wow, speaking of beat up, look at that guy's teeth.
Yeah.
Holy jeez. So, somebody call Gordon Jacobs. Get his gimmick back into the Hammerstein Ballroom. Stat. Oh, here we go. God, Meanie is busted the hell open. Holy crap. Yeah. Oh, man. No, don't. Please don't. Yeah. Wow, no. Wrong.
That didn't age well either.
No. Damn. Not for nothing. That's accurate. Yeah. He throws Bradshaw's hat at him.
Yeah.
They're chanting for right now. They want to gore. is Austin calling Eric. Oh. Oh. Look at Steve's face.
Yeah.
What the hell he said? Yeah, hold the mic, not the beer, just hold the mic.
Yeah. Which is funny because the stunner wasn't a move in ECW either, but it's Stone Cold.
It doesn't matter. Well, but the stun gun was kind of like a 3D type move, so they probably didn't want to do,
Yeah.
Although so was the stunner, really. So. And
this was the Dudleys. They disappear carrying off Eric Bischoff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they go back to the arena, but I get I understand that reference.
Yeah.
I'm watching way too much MCU right now. Anyway, yeah, Bischoff and trash cans and trash trucks didn't get along very well.
Nope.
Twice in the same year.
Yep.
Oh, it spits on him. Damn. That's hardcore there.
Now, there it is.
There it is. Oh, that's weird.
So you can.
And there's Sandman with the F-bomb. They love it.
Yeah.
He's pouring a beer on him, like, whatever. It's all good.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Like Hack needs to get any more drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, they came back. Okay. Never mind.
That's what I figured. Yeah. That was a damn
good. They were like, "Thank you. Now we're leaving for TNA."
That's right. We'll see you guys in Orlando in a couple months.
Yep.
Damn, look at that. I never sat in the front row with him doing that. Did you ever get front row and have him get showered with beer?
I'm trying to think if I've ever been to a show that Austin's been at.
Oh, really? Wow.
I don't think I have.
No shit.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because him and Dude Love were tag team champions at a Raw I was at. So
yeah,
lie. So just kidding. But he wasn't. He wasn't full blown like singles run.
Do you remember when he came out and showered Maria and Santino with the beer truck?
Yes, that was in LA.
Yep. Luckily for me, my accompaniment was in a wheelchair, so we were back far enough, but we were on that side.
Yeah, and the front, like 4 rows,
yeah,
got completely doused.
Yeah, Staples reeked for a good hour. It wasn't pretty. Anyway, there you go, kids. There it is. Another one of the books here on Rewind. Another classic encounter, a classic show, I should say. Encounter. It'd be a one match. Next week, by the good grace of folks at the Impact Wrestling YouTube page, we have another Impact show. However, it's not Impact. It's the debut, the very first outing of NWA Total Nonstop Action. You're going to see some people you see to this day and some people that you haven't seen in quite a while, but it is definitely an interesting 2 hours of pay-per-view television. And it's 18 years ago next week, because figure today's the 10th. I believe the first show was the 19th of June, so that was 18 years ago next week. Crazy that we keep going back in time, but King of the Ring 2001 coming up, the 4th of July SmackDown from 02. Greg and I debated on this one, and we decided, you know what, we're going with this one for sure. In Your House, Canadian Stampede on July 8th. On the 15th of July, as mentioned, Heatwave 99. Hide your children for the Dudley's promo for that show.
Yeah.
And hide everybody. And then you guys made the choice. Raw 1000 will be July 22nd on Viewer's Choice. So thank you for the vote. And as a concessionary to Greg for us having to watch Raw 1000 because I hate you all for that. July 29th, Fully Loaded 2000 will be our show on the docket. So that's the next month and a half of Wrestling Rewind. Of course, this Friday on the Greg Cherry brand, we have the latest episode of Wrestling Trivia Challenge. I'm trying to think of I think we have Paul coming. Is that correct, sir?
No, Paul was on the last episode.
Oh, okay. Okay, so this week is Roger.
Yeah.
Roger. Okay, I'm so mixed up with my tapings. I apologize, but Roger's coming up this week, and it's another barn burner. Of course, we got to make sure we get everybody in there, and I can't emphasize enough that you truly never know what's going to happen on that show, because we have guys that know stuff that I didn't even know, wrestling fan or not. It's amazing the shit we know on that show. So YouTube.com/Greg Cherry Brand each and every other Friday. The other alternate Fridays we'll have Dads and Wrestling here on this channel. And if you watched Chuck Wrestling 2 days ago, I thank you. I appreciate it. My mother thanks you. My brother thanks you. We all thank you. It's good to be back. It's good to have proper equipment to use. Goodness knows I've needed proper equipment for a long time. You see the tapestry in the background. It's not quite as big as I thought it was going to be, but when the studio gets set up and I get an actual desk chair, we'll be in good shape. So that'll be coming up at the end of summer, hopefully. Any other plugs I missed for you, sir?
Nope. You see the Teespring link on the screen right there? Teespring.com/store/Greg Cherry Brand. Buy a shirt. We're both wearing them, and they're both super comfortable. And I got another one right here that I wear.
And just so you know, this for some reason, the color you see here, it's actually like a neon green. If you're in here with me, I'm not sure what the camera's doing to it. It looks way better than it does on camera. So
it might be the lighting too.
It could be.
Based on my screen brightness, this looks black, but I'm sure it looks more green to you than it does.
It does look green. It has a green tint to it. Like it actually looks greener than the Cherry 2 Belt shirt I got as a sample, and that looks black on my TV. So it is what it is. So as Dream would say. Yeah.
Yeah, so Twitter and Instagram also at Greg Cherry Brand. Greg Cherry Brand for everything. If you find Greg Cherry Brand, the YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, the Teespring store, it's all the same. Make everything universal.
That's it. There you go. And of course, as we see at the bottom there, don't forget, support our boy Chris Mace and get him back on track, because it's crazy times, and we need to make sure we take care of one another. And everybody out there, can you take care of one another? As Jerry Springer always say, take care of yourselves and each other. We'll see you in 2 weeks right here. Next week, I'm sorry, on Wrestling Rewind.